Welcome back, everybody. It's Dren608, playing with another Dren608 Plays. We're playing Xenonauts 2 here. This is the official release version, 1.0, released in early April of 2026. I was a playtester and a Kickstarter backer, so I kind of know a whole bunch of stuff that's going on in the game. I did play through it once to make sure that I knew everything that we actually included with this release. There is more coming, from what I understand. There'll be sort of some expansions of some of the stuff that's going on. It is a complete game as it is, but they're going to add more to it as its life goes on. So it will not be just a one and done type thing. There will be fixing minor glitches that are going along, and there's also some talk of some downloadable content, the DLCs. I'm not sure exactly where they're going to go with that. I'm not privy with the exact things. And I've been staying away from the playtesting so that I don't mess myself up with the playthrough on what might be coming. So there is that. I do stream on Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. Right now they're all Baldur's Gate 3 streams. I'll talk more about those near the end of the video. And I am also doing some other content creation, so if you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It helps small content creators like myself keep going to get a couple subscriptions every now and again. If I can manage to get 4 a month, I'm really, really happy. Obviously, I would love to have more, but I'm also not a professional content creator, so every little bit helps keep me going. All right. When we left off last time, we had gotten the Cleaner Headquarters mission. Based on where the Terminator is, I'm going to have to wait a little bit, and it's actually a good thing because in 18 hours I will get one of my accelerated shotguns. I will go show you what I'm going to be sending out. This guy's staying as an assault. I brought in a new person to be another assault. He's got actually a 55, actually a 54. One of these guys will be carrying the accelerated shotgun. I am bringing 2 shields. They're down a couple points, but they're going to be using these grenades pretty quickly. The shields both have accelerated pistols, as does my sniper. You'll notice I don't have a heavy in this because I'm taking 2 shields, 2 assaults, and 2 riflemen. Those are basically going to be my 6 people to do the assault. The breach of the room, it's going to be a large building. They're going to have to get in, eliminate a few people, and try and capture the cleaner leader. We are going to go for a capture here. I'm using the sniper with an accelerated sniper rifle, which does a little more damage, to try and keep people under control. And the Mars has a smoke. I'm having it bring the smoke launcher to help us get out. And its main purpose in life is going to be to blow open the walls to get into the building, and then maybe a couple rockets to try and slow people down, and then smoke to get everybody out. I don't know that the Mars will survive this mission because we are going to be going in relatively hot and heavy to try and go grab the cleaner leader, and then probably she has a 70 strength, so when we get in I probably will drop the shield because it weighs 50. If I still have the shield on this person, they will drop the shield and come flying out. I do have 2 more. Do I have... Can I get these guys in Warden armor? Yes, I can. That will help keep them alive. They're bringing a smoke and a flash each and a medikit to try and keep us going. The assaults are going to come in heavy with flashes because we need to suppress them. And the shields, again, also have suppression grenades and pistols. So hopefully we will be able to get this done. We all will have we're all in heavy armor with Warden armor. So hopefully we can pull this off when it comes up. But we are going to pass a little bit of time so that we want to go in as a day mission because this mission's tough enough as it is. All else fails, I'll drop a rocket on the leader, kill him, and just run. But I'm hoping that we will be able to get to capture him because the extra op points are. I need to check that sergeant. He might be a better rifleman. Oh, come on. Where's my... Why is it taking so long to get my shotgun? The Terminator has to go by twice. Okay, we've got laser weaponry, so I'll read out the laser weaponry, and I'll build this up, and then we'll have to go get the cleaner leader. The remarkable properties of Elenium have finally brought handheld laser weapons within our grasp, Commander. A prospect that appears to have generated a significant degree of excitement amongst the rest of our organization. Although annoying, this enthusiasm is not misplaced. My research suggests lasers will substantially outperform our existing ballistic firearms in terms of damage output, and are much easier to aim due to the projectile traveling at the speed of light. The laser apparatus in these weapons is relatively simple, differing little from those already commonplace in modern electronics. The challenge has always been that delivering sufficient power for military use requires an energy source the size of a truck, rather than defeating the point of making them man-portable in the first place. Thankfully, the enormous energy density of Elenium virtually eliminates this problem. Though heavier than an equivalent ballistic weapon and requiring more frequent reloads, these lasers can be carried by all but your most feeble soldiers. Finally, as you are no doubt ignorant of the finer points of laser physics, note that these weapons are not heat rays. As such, they do not cut or burn their victims. Rather, they are beams of coherent light that pulse many hundreds of times per second, superheating and blasting away the surface of the target with each one. Such weapons have little trouble tearing gaping wounds into biological flesh, but are also extremely destructive, though not penetrative, against harder targets such as enemy armor or battlefield terrain. So you can see it has 8 armor destruction, but it does absolutely no penetration, and it has 135%. Easy aiming is important for you. Soldier firing weapons therefore gain 0.5 accuracy for each point of accuracy below 65. So if you had a 49 accuracy, that'd be a difference of 16. So you'd get 8 more and you'd go up to a 57. Okay? Doesn't take you up to 65, but it takes you halfway towards 65, the difference between what you have and what you have. So, and then they give you the example there of soldier with 55 accuracy would therefore have an effective accuracy of 60 when firing a laser weapon, and a soldier with an accuracy of 35 would have an effective accuracy of 50. A soldier with 70 accuracy would receive no bonus. It does energy damage, and it shows you the damage modifiers against terrain. So like if you're trying to blow up somebody's cover, energy is 100%. Explosives are, like my rockets, are 200%. Kinetic, which is like my accelerated guns, are only 25%. And then the low recoil says half as much recoil as conventional firearms, make them much more accurate when using burst fire. So that's something to keep track of. The problem is that they don't have they have like half the shots. They have like no ammo at all. They're ridiculous. And I'll show you that in a second. So these are the things that we can build. We do need to assign a research. We are 19 days out. This will get me the possibility of building heavy lasers on my vehicle and my interceptors, which I want to get right away. Then I'm going to do them observations so I get more damage. In engineering, if you go down here and you look, I don't have like a laser pistol will only have 5 shots, whereas like an accelerated pistol has 15 shots. Okay, the shotgun has 4 shots, whereas a normal, a regular shotgun has 8 shots. And it goes on and on like that. The laser rifle only has 5 shots, whereas a normal, like an accelerated rifle, has 20, and so on. The sniper rifle has 5 shots. The precision laser, only 3. Okay, laser machine gun's the same thing. It has 30 shots, which is like 3 10-round bursts. Accelerated machine gun has 5 10-round bursts. So there's a big trade-off there. You end up having to carry more ammo with these. Now there is something that you can get down the line that will help you get what's it called? Laser. Oh, there's an energy thing you can get, which will give you the lasers will automatically start to recharge their batteries. It's like for every turn you don't shoot, you get a shot back. So you don't have to carry more than maybe one clip for that emergency time, and otherwise your rifle just, your laser weapons keep rebuilding themselves. When you get to the vehicles, there'll be a laser. There'll be like a laser cannon and a laser auto rifle that you can build. Those don't recharge, but they also do a lot of damage. And then we'll get past the accelerated cannon here. I probably will build that at some point, but not right now. And we will get laser lances, which have much longer range than these ballistic things. They don't do as much damage physically, but they can shoot from a longer range and get rid of armor really quick. So it's pretty quick. And unfortunately, I still don't have enough alenium. And I don't have enough corpses to do any of that stuff. So we don't have any of that. So we do need to pass a little bit of time. The Terminator is over there. So let's go rebuild one of my soldiers. Who do I want to have the accelerated shotgun? He's got a 55. I have more time units with this guy. So I think I'm going to give it to him. Okay. So it does a little more damage. This one does 33 times 3, whereas a regular shotgun only does 30 or 28 times 3. So we'll give that to this particular person. He's got a little more time units to be able to do some things and better health. And then we're gonna try to launch into this. I'll make sure I get the Terminator in front of me. I think if I go now, I only have 1 day left, so we need to launch out and double check our soldier positions. I changed my layout. I put the 2 riflemen back here. They're, oh, speaking of which, I need to check something. Wozniak has 71 time units. They have 77. Yeah, I need to have my riflemen have a lot of time units so that they can run up and use this, because this takes 25 time units to do. Okay, so I have them back here for when we first get out of the boat. They can see what's going on. But this is my main assault team, is these 4. These guys are going to trail them, and then the sniper and the tank. Tank is for breaching the walls, and then with its smoke grenades, and she's carrying extra smoke grenades as well. I'm going to try and get her up on something to shoot from, and maybe throw smoke grenades to shield us as we go in hot trying to capture the guy. We'll see if this works. It may not. Okay? So we'll have to wait and see. And so let's launch the dropship. And just to be safe, we're going to save the game here. Just in case this goes terribly, terribly wrong and I want to try something else. Before cleaner leader. All right. And then we'll just head there and let's see. Do we catch it? No, we don't catch up to it. Okay. So we should get there with about a day left and be able to try and go and do this. We want to grab data sticks too if we can. But we will go do the battle here. It'll probably be, this video probably end up being a total of an hour long because it takes about 45 minutes to do this battle, maybe sometimes more. And I will see you when we're ready to start, right? Right. There we go. All right, so we're back and we're going to start the mission. Let's see how bad this is. This is the secure processing area of the docks. Smart place to put a regional control center. This may explain how our enemies are able to smuggle equipment around the globe with such ease. Yeah. Sweep the area, find the leader, and eliminate them. Intel reports suggest they're in the largest building. Grab whatever data you can from the computers, too. Oh, and enemy reinforcements won't be long. Don't hang about. Okay, so we've got... Oh, God. No way to get up on that one. I'm in a weird layout here. Shit. He's right in front of me, and that's not the largest building. What kind of layout is this? Damn it. We are in a really bad layout here. Why did I have my shields facing that way? This is bad. Alright, I need to have you check that corner. You're gonna check this way quick. Looks like we're okay. Let's do our standard step out check. I think that that's the big building up there. Oh, man. Okay. This is the edge of the map, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about people coming off the edge of the map. Oh, God, the tank. Do I have to take the shield out first? Damn. Shot me already, huh? Where the frick is the big building? Oh, this is bad. I don't know where to go. Nobody's down that way. Okay, I think that's the big building. I'm coming in the back side of the building. Well, this is the first time I've been on this side of the map. Okay, well, that's an interesting situation. Well, we're gonna... God, I hope I don't hit this thing in front of me. Okay, got rid of him pretty much. Okay, he's down. Fortunately, the shields have to stack up on the door here. Okay, that's the biggest building right there. That's the one I have to go in. All right, sniper. This is not ideal. How about if you come over to this one? We're gonna jump up and just take a look around and then jump back down. Yeah, I think it's in this building that I need to go. Pretty dang sure. She doesn't have a shot, so she's gonna get back down here. But she is exposed to this over here. That's not good. I really hate to have my rifleman go off this way, but I've got to go check. I got a feeling I'm going to have somebody coming out that end. I was hoping to have both riflemen go with me behind the thing. God, I'm worried that my sniper's going to get iced here. I have to have her kneel down. You've only got a snapshot as it is. You might as well kneel down to try and not be a good target. Well, I do need to take the assaults up here. This is not ideal. God, I'm so worried that there's stuff out here. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody's back here. So... just keep moving forward. I'm gonna have to go in with only one medic, I guess. Alright, let's see where they're coming from. Okay, there's a guy in there. That's bad. There's a guy out there. That's bad. Shoot. Alright, if she goes up... he's hiding back there. Does she have a shot on him? 100% shot there. Did a major hit on him. I don't think I have a decent shot. I have a 50-50 with him. Maybe? Okay. And we're going to have the tank bust through. Yeah, we definitely have to get in that building. Shield doesn't have a lot left, so I'm gonna put him here. Put a shotgun behind here. Put this shield on this side. And kneel. You're gonna have to kneel. We're gonna put this guy behind here. Face out. Tank does not have any kind of a snapshot. This is bad. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. I don't really have a good shot with this guy. There he is. I have a 92. I don't think I can do enough damage to him. What do I do? Do I take the shot and get myself shot, or... I have to get this guy back over here, this way. Right? I want to leave him enough time to actually have a snapshot, so we'll put him there. I'm worried about getting rung up here from behind. I'd still be able to... Would I have a shot from there? 43. Right now it's 37. This would be 43 times 3. And I still would be able to kneel. So if I go here and a kneel, 46 times 3. Let's try it. Okay, I got lucky. I hit him twice. Ooh, shibiji, biji, biji. This is not good. I know that there's data sticks in here, but I don't really have a good shot going off here. Gonna have her face off this way because I think there's gonna be more guys coming from that end. Okay, that's all I can do right now. I don't want to push too hard here until I blow this up. I'm trying to see if I can get some guys. There's one. Shot my tank. Quit shooting my tank. Leave my tank alone. Okay. The tank is going to... I can blow open this wall. Alright, where's my sniper? Can she shoot this guy? A 98% shot. Let's take a shot at him. She took him out. That's good. Good shot. And then I can have the tank try and blow open this wall. This guy's gonna be coming in from there. I think we're gonna push up. These guys all have breather masks on. And I'm leaving myself open there, aren't I? Maybe I'll push up to here and see what I see first. Can I form a bit of a box here? Maybe I'll try that. Try this. Put you in here. Put you with your accelerated thingamajig. You're gonna point this way. You don't have a really good spot. If I go there, I don't have a shot. I should have probably put you in the corner, shouldn't I have? Well, we'll run you up here and see what it says. If I look this way. Still have a snapshot for someone coming through that door. They might shoot me first. Can I get the tank up here? Not quite. But I can get the tank like up to here. Alright, let's move the tank up. And then my rifleman, this guy's gotta... Can he make a run? He could get all the way to here and kneel. But he doesn't have... He's gonna go through smoke. That's bad. Maybe I have him come here and sit down. Then we're gonna have this one. That's only a snapshot. I'm worried about him coming out this door or something. I think I'm gonna stick him behind the wall and face back that way and kneel. Still has a full shot. Okay. Seven turns to get to this guy. Alright, let's end this turn and see what happens. I knew there was a guy gonna come there. Okay, I took him out with a reaction fire. Good shot. Good shot, good shot. Is that it? That was the only guy that showed up? Okay. Alright, wow. Do I go in here now? Do we just do this? I think we do. We're gonna go for it right now. There he is. Okay, so we want to control him. with a flashbang, because I don't want him going anywhere. Where are you going? Can I get it all the way there? I guess I have to move up, huh? What about you? Can you get a flash? Not real good, huh? But you can get a flash here. We can control him with that flash. That keeps him suppressed. We're going to need to smoke these guys. Can you move up to, say, here? And drop a smoke, like right here. And we're just gonna have you kneel down there. You're gonna need to kind of move up here. Form a shield wall. Where's my tank? I could throw a missile back here and see what's back here. Right? Let's see, I've knocked out 1, 2, 3. There's 4, 5. He's making 6. That's 5, 6. There should be 4 more guys. Okay, you need to come out here, take a look. Do I run you over here? Don't have enough to throw smoke. I am worried about things here. Let's take a look. There is a guy right there, which I have no shot on. But I could move to here and have a snapshot back at him. I'm gonna have the sniper face that way, just in case he comes around the corner and I can shoot him. So that's what they're gonna have to do. Do I want to go through the room here? I have a ton of time units. I just don't know how many guys are gonna be here. Do I have the ability to throw? I would have just enough ability to throw a grenade. Let me come to here and see what I see. Oh, jeez. Alright, we're gonna come in here. The door is closed. I have enough for a snapshot from right there, so that's what I'm gonna do. You are going to move up on this side of the boxes, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have you move up like over here. Tank is gonna move up and try to be target practice. Maybe. And then this rifleman just gonna have to go into the corner, I guess. This is bad. This is very bad. I'm gonna lose somebody, I think. Alright. We end the turn. See what they do. My sniper is just on Overwatch. He's gonna get up, move. He's gonna come around here and try to shoot us. Okay. He's gonna come up here. Come through the door. He missed me, but I can get him. Okay. Alright, we've got to control him. So we got to make sure he doesn't go running around. We need to leave him there. care of him. Get rid of him. You. Maybe run over here and take care of this guy. Oh, come on. Thank you. Alright, that's going to let this guy here. This assault is going to take the time to grab a couple data things. Still have enough time to throw a smoke, which I'm going to throw right in there because there's going to be people coming through that door real soon. And I'll move up here to run in next turn. You... We want to smoke this guy because we're trying to get stun on him as well. Throw your one smoke grenade there. Getting a little bit of stun on him. Sniper, you did not see him. Where did he go? Where did he go? I don't know where he went. Well, I'm gonna go run out here. And Neo, I don't know where he went. Did he run all the way around the back? Okay, that's what we can do there. Where's the tank? The tank is gonna be dropping smoke here as we run away. Okay. That's what we've got to do there. Yeah, she's on Overwatch. So he's taking... Oh, there's a guy behind us. Okay, can my sniper get him? Can she get him? 100% shot. She did not kill him. Alright, you're going to have to go... We're going to have you move to here. Okay. You're the one who's going to pick him up. I've got to go try and stun this guy. This takes 19. So I would only get one stun hit on him. At 72? Why is it so low? Oh, because he's not suppressed. Do you have a flash? Yes, you do. Can I get you... I can get you to here. And toss this out there to suppress him? Because you get to hit him better if he's suppressed. Okay, now, where's my... You guys... We only have 9 left. Let's go for it, see if we can get him. 13 stun. Okay, we took him out. Okay. Get out your guns. Run back over here. Grab that. You. Run to here. Grab this. Run over here. Grab this. Run over here. Grab this. and leave. We are out of here. As fast as we can go. You don't really have a lot you can do. I think we're just going to have you turn around and kneel. Hopefully you don't die. And I don't think the shield, she only has... Oh, she's got to go up. She's got to get around it. Okay. Rifleman. You've grabbed those. It's time to leave. You need to get back here. You're going to be doing Overwatch. You took that guy out, but maybe you need to... Can you shoot things with a pistol? Maybe if you just check over there? Check back this way? Okay, where's the tank? Tank needs to get out here. Just trying to make sure we know where people might be coming from. Okay, I think that's all we can do right now. We gotta get the hell out of here. But in order to get out of here, we've got to get her. Okay, he's got to come. We're going to have him go sit on this door. She's got to drop her shield. She's going to run to here. And pick this guy up. And run into the smoke. She's got to go hide in smoke. We've picked up all the data sticks we can. I need to be back to protect her as much as I can. Put this shield here in front of that door. Rifleman. You seem to be coming from behind me over here, so I'm gonna go check out this corner. You're gonna sit there until we know that we're safe. You get out your rifle again. Guess you're doing a pretty good job there. Okay, we're just gonna tank. Guess I'm gonna pull you back a little bit. All right. Yeah, you're just gonna sit there. You guys are on Overwatch till we get back out of there. Okay, where is you? How far can you run? You can get to there. Okay. Where's the shield? How far can you run? Can you run as far? We're going to try and form a wall around her and then throw smoke. Okay, so I think so. I don't see anybody. We're going to take a chance. We're going to run you as far as we can run you. Okay. Where's the shield? The shield is going to come back here. Tank is going to sit here. All Alright, you guys need to get out of Dodge. How far can you run? Can't run that far, huh? Alright, we'll have the rifleman come back here and sit down. You're gonna point this way. Turn the rifleman around that way. No! Alright, you're the guy who can't get very far. How far can you get? Can't quite get there. We're gonna have you run to this corner. You can't do much of anything. We're gonna have you kneel down and face this way. And then, where's my other shotgun person? Here we are. We need to get the heck out of Dodge. I can come back this way. Maybe have a snapshot. And you two are on Overwatch. I think we're going to have you do an Overwatch more this way, so you can cover more. I could have the tank drop a smoke. Like here? Yeah. Drop a smoke there. Give us some cover. End the turn. Yep, he's on Overwatch. Alright, tank. I'm gonna have you drop a smoke. Yeah, not gonna work. Okay. You're the one carrying the guy. Can we get you in the boat? We can get you in the boat. You have got to come into the boat here. In case there's somebody I didn't realize was still out there. How far can you get? Can't quite get in the boat. Dang it. Alright, he can't get in the boat. You can get in the boat. And guard this way. Alright, we're gonna give up the sniper position. Gonna get the sniper back in the boat. Gonna get this infantryman back in the boat. The tank is gonna move to like here. I only need 20 to shoot a smoke grenade. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna try to shoot a smoke grenade like right there. And miss badly. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Gonna get all the way back in the boat. I need 39 to throw a smoke, huh? I think I have to go all the way back in the boat and hope that this guy makes it next turn. Hopefully it won't get killed. Alright, here we go. Enemy forces have started arriving. Time to make an exit. Yeah, I know, we're leaving. We didn't get out before the reinforcements came, but we're gonna get out with all of our stuff. There's 4. 5-6. These are all the tougher ones. The higher hit points, armor, and better guns. And nope, we're out of here. We're gone. You, get in the boat. You, get in the boat. You, get in the boat. Tank, get in the boat. Mission complete. We did it. Yay! And it only took us to 50 minutes. Okay, so we'll be able to do a little bit. We'll be able to get back to base and see our stuff. Did I have anybody get any wounds? I can't remember if somebody got shot. Oh, I think I had one person take a hit, right? We'll see in the after action report here. So that's one way of doing it. Obviously, if you're doing it on Commander, that's much tougher because there's a whole lot more guys that you have to get through. Doing it on Soldier here, you can usually get to him and grab him and pull him back. But doing it on something like Commander, they have like twice as many guys, and it's very much harder. You almost have to have a heavy just to suppress all the guys so you can get through. So I actually had nobody get wounded on that. Amazing. So he got 1 kill. Captain Anna got 2. Zana got promoted and got a total of 5 hostile units. This is 10 missions. He's made 10 missions through. He got some stats and a kill. This rifleman became a got 2 kills. Yeah, he did pick off a couple guys. And he just got some extra time unit strength and reflexes. And Rachel got a kill and a little bit of a +1 to everything. And you get these +1s by you get like hundreds of points for doing things inside a mission, whereas when you're training you get like 1.7 per hour. And in 7 turns, I was able to get enough hundreds of points worth of stuff to get things up. So we got 8 cleaner data out. 8 cleaner data times 5 is 40. Plus the captured cleaner leader is another 50. We should get 90 out of this. All right, if we can get back to base without getting shot up. See if we get back to base. We should get some... see how our panic is down to 0. Interrogation cleaner leader. He had 50, accuracy 42, strength, reflexes, and bravery. Okay. Given their light equipment, cleaner leaders pose only a minor threat to our soldiers on the battlefield. However, interrogation of our captives suggests that they are intelligent and highly capable infiltrators and commanders. The subject appears to be a human male in their early 50s. Their identity remains unknown, although they speak with a distinct American accent. Operations divisions have scanned numerous personnel databases, and found no match for their DNA, fingerprints, or dental records. This is highly unusual, and I consider it deeply suspicious. Cranial scans reveal the presence of alien brain implants, but the images suggest a more extensive and intricate pattern than found in normal cleaner soldiers. The cognition skills of our captive appear wholly unaffected, indeed, perhaps even enhanced. They are lucid, calm, and alarmingly persuasive when questioned. Nonetheless, the depths of their illusions rapidly become apparent. Our subject inhabits a parallel reality where they are part of the resistance against the alien forces, while our own organization serves the enemy. No amount of evidence to the contrary seems incapable of changing their mind. Ironically, this belief proved rather useful. Despite his cranial implants rendering our prisoner immune to coercive tactics, he inadvertently divulged several important pieces of information under interrogation. Intelligence he clearly saw no reason to protect, for any enemies of humanity would already have known it. The effect is to give me an extra 50 operation points. Cool. And now we've got 211 points, so I can do something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I can do something. This is what I would call late late early game, when you get the cleaner leader mission like that. You might have another cleaner mission pop up before the end of the month, but I don't think so. The only thing that might still pop up might be an abduction mission, or we might get another UFO to shoot down or something in the next 20 days or so. It's probably going to be relatively quiet for the next few days, game-wise, which is going to give me enough time to contemplate being able to do things. But I do have, like I said, I ended up getting at 840, 90. So I got 90 operation points out of that. And as you can see, I was already like at 120 because I was getting close to picking off one of these things down here. We will pick up some more accelerated stuff, but I probably won't build any more accelerated weapons. I will probably be starting to get maybe some laser weapons or something. I do need to get the Elenium power up though, so I'm kind of stuck not being able to get the Elenium to do what I want to do, because I really should pick up like a couple of laser shotguns. Usually helps, and laser pistols helps. I like accelerated pistols. I like to take a mix of accelerated weapons and laser weapons on the battlefield. The laser weapons help you destroy cover and deal with enemies that have armor, because there will be enemies now who will start wearing armor that we have laser weaponry. And then the accelerated stuff is like once you have like a laser shot go in and take off a lot of their armor, then the accelerated shots will actually take them out. For special missions like this, I like to go with the 2 shields, 2 assaults, 2 riflemen. That's like 2 teams of 3 that are basically assaults. And your last 2 people are they're like suppression people, like a sniper and a heavy gunner, or a heavy gunner in the tank or something like that, just to be suppression units. That's their job. Is to keep the enemy at bay and from long range, and the machine gun suppresses them even if it doesn't hit them all the time. It will suppress enemies. And that lets your assault team do whatever they need to do and get the heck out of Dodge. That was the whole concept of that one. My normal build, if you noticed on all of my missions, I tend to take a sniper, 2 riflemen for being medics, and 2 assaults and a shield. And then the assaults and the riflemen and the shield tend to be the assault group. I mean, it's still 6 guys, different mix, or 5 guys, different mix. And then I have like the Mars, the heavy, and the sniper are my my suppression team, my control team. I use them to control the battlefield. With the Mars, I take it with rockets so that I can, just eliminate cover, get it the heck out of my way, let my sniper have a shot, let my machine gun have a field of fire to hit, a whole bunch of enemies or something, or suppress them, and then let the assault guys move in and finish the job. So that's kind of the way I run things. Obviously, if you go up to higher difficulties, you might have to take more specific builds for specific missions. I think if I were to do the convoy ambush again, I might not take the sniper. I might take him as like a regular rifleman, so he can get 2 shots off and take people down. It's just there's ways to build for specific missions. Once you've played the game through a couple times, you'll recognize the mission. Like when I go for abduction missions, I sacrifice accuracy for speed, because I need the time units to be able to like do a snapshot and then move my butt towards fleeing a civilian. If we get a terror mission, which we will get later on, it will be a completely different kind of build. It'll be built to withstand shots, be able to hide into cover. So time units, health, and armor will be important there. I usually take the Mars on that one with rockets so that I can like blow up buildings, so I can see the aliens, because they hide inside buildings all the time. And it's like, Yep, just blow away the wall and then let everybody, unleash on the enemy. So the mixes, you'll see me build a little bit differently depending on what I'm doing. I'm trying to get as fast as I can. I'm trying to get to the larger dropship because once you can take 10 people on these missions, it becomes a little bit easier to be able to build that. You can take like 2 shields, two assaults, 2 rifles, and then have 4 other guys. So you can take like a tank and a sniper and a heavy, or maybe 2 heavies, 2 machine gunners to help suppress. Things like that, depending on the mission, you can take, or 2 snipers if you think you're going to be dealing with long range engagements and things like that. So, if I can get up to the next drop ship where I can take 10 guys with me, that's my goal to get to just as fast as possible. When we get to the next funding report, I will have to, I'll get a ton of money, and I will be dropping a base in North America because that's going to be the next place that I'm going to need to control when it comes to panic. It'll probably be in southern North America, uh, like down around where New Orleans is and whatnot. That's usually where I put my second base. Somewhere in that area, it covers most of North America, part of and about the top half or so of South America. When you expand out the radars, you take care of a lot of spaces. Your third base will go somewhere over here in China, Japan, somewhere like that, to cover this chunk of the map. Most of this is water over here, so you kind of have. This is definitely a treachery base. It's like just someplace to park things. But you'll see as I go on through the game. All right. So anyway, I got a bunch of operation points, so I got to figure out what I'm going to spend them on. We'll do that in the next one, and we'll let things run up. We might get all the way to the moving into phase 2, because this is usually late phase 1 when you get the cleaner headquarters like that. Not the headquarters, but the leader. You usually are getting close to the point where they're going to start the phase 2, which kind of changes the game up a bit. You got other problems that you have to deal with. So, and we'll get to those when they come up. I do stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is Baldur's Gate 3 as Gale. It's called Gale Goes Forth. It is a modded playthrough. I'm taking all the companions. I make sure that I have the romance flag on, so I make sure I don't screw up the romance with Karlach. And I also put in the mod that gave me extra mithrils so I can make all the mithril armor and weapons, and I have one of everything so I can show it off. Saturday is a fan pick for me to play a monk as a Drunken Master subclass. So I am, and I am not modded that one because it was a fan pick, so I'm going to play that one straight. And then Sunday was a fan pick on a poll that said that they wanted me to stream it rather than just record and post it. So I'm doing what I call the librarian. I'm trying to get Jack of all trades achievement in Steam, which means I have to be a level 1 everything. And it is a real interesting situation because everything I go into, I can't think like a normal D&D player. It's not like okay, we've got, here's a melee person, here's a ranged person, here's a support person, here's a rogue, the people that do rogue things or whatever. I'm a level 1 everything. I'm not really good at any given thing, but I can do lots of different things. So I tend to spend a lot of my time throwing potions at people or reading off scrolls, to try and get spells out that I normally can't cast. But hey, I'm not allowed to have a fireball, but I can have a piece of paper that lets me throw a fireball. So it's very interesting. You have to think much more tactically and carefully about what you're going to do because as a level 1 support character, you're basically depending on the other 3 to carry the battle. And your big thing is to pick off the stragglers. If they wound some people, let them go start working on the next one and you finish off the wounded one. Or make sure you throw like a health potion at them so that they can stay in the fight. Stuff like that. It makes you have to think, and it definitely has me using items much more than I tend to forget that I have stuff. But with this character, is like, what do I have to use? What do I have to use? I have to ask that question to me all the time because I can't really do anything myself. It's a lot of fun. I am doing this on a regular basis. I'm trying to put out roughly 2 a day when I'm not streaming, and on streaming days it'll probably only be 1. So I do record these ahead of time, but if you would like me to put your name in the roster, just leave me a note in the comments to the video, and I'll make sure I get your name you know, pick a specialty: assault, um, rifleman, heavy, sniper. Um, Obviously, I only have like a couple snipers and a couple heavies because I just don't have the people with the strength right now. Most everybody's a rifleman. I have a few assaults and a few shields. I do not take grenadiers as a general rule, but like if you're a rifleman and then we upgrade you to Gauss rifles or whatever, you'll just go into that category. You'll stay as a generic rifleman, but you'll be moved up in things. And as if you get to the point where you should be a sniper or whatever, you'll change jobs as it goes along. You can also give me names for the tank, Mars. It's a Mars 1 now, but I can rename that. And I can rename the aircraft. So if you want to be named after, you want your name as an aircraft, or you want to see a particular call sign on one of the aircraft, let me know. I will put all that stuff in just for your guys' entertainment. And hopefully you're finding this useful in determining whether you want to play the game going forward. It is available on Steam. I believe it's available on GOG and probably somewhere else, but I can't think of where right now. So look for it in all the normal places where you pick up your games. They are going to keep on bettering it. They find a couple. We find little oopses, like a tile doesn't render right when you blow it up. It looks like the door's still there or something, and they've gotten almost all of those taken care of now. And they are talking about doing some like downloadable content where they're going to expand the game some, maybe add in another wrinkle here or there, special missions, things like that. So that stuff's all still coming. They couldn't get it all out in the initial release. It is a complete game. It has a lot of stuff going on in it, and they're talking about adding a whole bunch more. So I think this will, in the end, be a very good um, combination tactical strategy game about alien invasions of Earth. I kind of like what they did with it. It's not what we envisioned when we started years ago, but it has evolved into what I think is a really good system and balance between strategic decisions and tactical battles. All right, I think that's it for me. Um, I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye bye.